All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV, here's an update. Obviously, we know a lot going on in NBA free agency the last 3-4 days. So, Kahwi Leonard to the Los Angeles Lakers update. Here's what I've been told, and here's from the reporters that I trust. Here's what I put together. The Los Angeles Lakers, they're aggressively going to go after Kahwi Leonard the next 48 hours. Probably until the 4th of July, end of the 4th of July. But here's the reality of the situation. The Spurs are not stupid. They don't want to contribute to another super team because they still in their heart of hearts believe, and I don't believe this, by the way, with the healthy Kahwi Leonard, they can beat the Golden State Warriors. Now, the Warriors just added DeMarcus Cousins, so let's just forget about DeMarcus Cousins, and let's just act like he never joined the Warriors. Here is the Spurs thinking. They were up 20 points on Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and the entire Golden State Warriors team at halftime on Golden State. That Spurs team was in Golden State, game 1 of the conference finals 2 years ago. Right before, in the third quarter, I believe, Zaza Pachulia went under Kahwi Leonard's leg. They believe if they had won game 1 against the Warriors in Golden State, they had a good chance of winning that series. Now, I believe the Warriors would have at some point somehow won that series, but I do believe the Spurs could have took them 6 games. That's fair, right? They would have already won 1 game, so it was at least going 5. And I believe the Spurs can at least get 1 in San Antonio, right? So they believe, and again, before DeMarcus Cousins, they believe healthy, they could still make a run at this thing. They think LaMarcus Aldridge in a good space. They're getting a lot of action from some of these younger guys. Patty Mills, Dejounte Murray, giving them good minutes as well. They believe that they could make a push for it, and they just wanted their guy Kahwi healthy with their coach, one of the greatest, if not the greatest coach of all time, Greg Popovich. So that's their thinking behind this. And they don't want to give up on a superstar because they obviously understand how hard it is to come by. They are not sold on Lonzo Ball as a player. They like Brandon Ingram, Brandon Ingram will be in any deal that they take for Kahwi Leonard if they're doing business with the Lakers. They really want Kyle Kuzma and Josh Hart. Lakers are not willing to move Kyle Kuzma. If I'm not mistaken, I bet that LeBron is a Kyle Kuzma guy, just kind of understanding what LeBron likes in a player. It seems like Kyle Kuzma fits that description. Needs to mature a little bit, but it seems like Kuzma fits that description of a player that LeBron would like. And the Spurs, the one big factor in this again is the Spurs don't want Lonzo Ball. They've made that clear to the Lakers. We don't want Lonzo. If y'all throw him in, maybe we take him, but the only way we take Lonzo is, and again, Lonzo has trade value in this league, but the Spurs don't look at it that way. They don't want LeVar. They don't want to deal with that in San Antonio. So the Spurs are pushing for about 3 first-round picks from the Lakers. Now, you can look at it from both ways. If you're a Laker fan, you're thinking, we don't care about the first-round picks. We got LeBron for sure for 4 years. He doesn't have a player option in this deal. We don't care about the freaking, we don't care about those 3 first-round picks. Or if you're the Lakers, at some point you got to be like, yo, Spurs, enough is enough. Yo, Kawhi say he want to be a Laker real bad, or he wants to be in Los Angeles real bad. He's going to be unhappy with you. He might even consider sitting out the entire season next year. We're just going to get him in free agency. So again, that's a risk because we just seen that backfire on the Lakers with Paul George, who wanted to be a Laker last year but stayed in Oklahoma City and re-signed for 4 years. But again, I think that's the Lakers thinking. And to a point, there's only so much they're going to give the Spurs. Now, both teams are taking a risk. The Lakers not giving the house for Kawhi, and the Spurs for not trading Kawhi and risking that he leaves with nothing this summer. So again, both teams taking risks and standing still right now. But I don't think the Spurs are going to trade Kawhi to the Lakers. If anything, if the Philadelphia 76ers are willing to trade Fultz, maybe I could see the Spurs pulling the trigger. Even then, I doubt it. If Boston was willing to do it, I think Kawhi end up in Boston. They got the assets for sure. They have more than enough, right? The only reason why I think Philly is because of Markelle Fultz, who, again, this is the #1 pick last year, and Brett Brown, he loves Kawhi. Brett Brown was an assistant coach with the San Antonio Spurs. He has a relationship with the Spurs. Popovich, I'm sure Popovich will want to trade. Remember how, like, this year we seen in football, we compare the Patriots and the Spurs all the time, right? You remember how Bill Belichick just kind of laid an egg for to the 49ers because of their coach, and they just gave Garoppolo away to the 49ers? Kind of similar to me, right? I think the Spurs would obviously take Markelle Fultz, but I think they'll be giving him away because that rapport is there with Brett Brown and Greg Popovich. He knows Kawhi. Philly's looking for that one guy to go to for a basket. It would be trading him to the East. He wouldn't have to be in the West. It's kind of like it works a lot for San Antonio. They keep that rapport with their guy. Maybe the Philadelphia 76ers can get them back one day and give them a pick or something like that they like when faced with the same situation. If Pop's going to do something, he's either going to trade him to Philly, right? Philly, you trade him to one of your guys, Brett Brown, who knows Kawhi, and Philly's going to take their chance and try to get Kawhi to sign long term with nothing is set in stone with Kawhi, who's a free agent after this season. Or he'd trade him to Boston because Boston could give you Gordon Hayward, the Memphis pick that they have next year, the Sacramento Kings pick that they have next year, and that could be it. Or Boston could, if they wanted to, they could give you Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier. That's a good sheesh. I mean, you get an all-star in Gordon Hayward, and you get a really, Terry Rozier played pretty good in the playoffs this year for the Boston Celtics, and heck, some will argue that was in Brad Stevens' system. Well, Popovich is a system guy as well. So I think if we're talking Kawhi Leonard to the Lakers, I think it has to happen in free agency. Unless the Lakers, and I could be wrong, unless the Lakers just randomly say, yo, we're just going to give it, here, whatever you want. LeBron wants him. We got to make LeBron happy. Unless the Lakers are like, yo, let's try to win a championship next year, which I doubt. It looks like they're just going to sit out a year, which sounds crazy, having LeBron on the team. I don't see a deal happening. I don't see Kawhi Leonard ending up in L.A. I think he's moved to Philly or the Celtics. Probably Philly if I had to be a bed man. That's a Kawhi Leonard update. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.